the film is about your friends in LA and your relationship with an older woman, right?
Yeah, I think so. She's 50 and I'm 25. Can you believe that? Her oldest daughter is closer to me in age.
How old's her daughter?
13. She's starting to get her period.
Wait, aren't you a writer or something?
No, you're a director or something?
I don't know. I'm something, though, I think.
Steven started as a writer-director, but now he's a director-writer, right? Or is it the other way around?
You gotta come in for some test shots in my studio.
You have a studio?
Well, studio apartment.
I mean, is she unhappy?
Well, what's there to be unhappy about? I'm offering her a home and security and TiVo.
Oh, TiVo.
I met someone. Remove your clothes and turn around.
Like you're into men again?
I feel like he keeps secrets from me sometimes.
One thing I was thinking, there's not a lot of a story though.
You don't have a story, I'm out.
I was gonna write a story about us.
This is a film about overcoming obstacles, believing in your dreams, following your heart.
You are talented and you're charming.
Who were you thinking would play him?
I was kind of thinking I could play him, probably.
You act?
No, but I mean, you know, we're talking about movies.
Wait, did you go to NYU?
No. Did you?
Yeah.
And any girl would be happy to have you.
I think maybe the only reason you fell for me is because you thought it would make an interesting story. A story that was destined to disappoint you in the end.
So now I want to get into talking to you about your two films.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were sending your music. This is what I gather. Tell me if I'm wrong, because I don't want to speak for you. You were trying to get your music out to directors.
Yeah.
Directors.
Yeah, I wanted to find film work and film scoring work because I knew my music is very visual and sometimes too visual. I mean, they would take away from the visuals of. So I would apply to every film scoring job I could find on Craigslist, on other sites and some scores I got a little bit of work, but a lot of times it was, you know, I have a really strong voice and that's good and bad. Sometimes if it's too overpowering, it takes away from the scene that's going on. So I was getting a lot of, you know, I still get a lot of there's rejections all the time and it's fine. It's just, this isn't, I knew that my music was really kind of, it's film music, but a lot of it is in the foreground a lot of times. And that can take away from other directors and writers what they're talking about. But I always like movies with a heavy score and a lot of music to enhance the action, the narrative, the drama of what's going on.
Sure.
So that's where I came from. So I thought, well, why don't I just do a movie for my music then? And that's kind of, and I always wanted to do a movie because I grew up loving movies. And I thought that it would be really fun to do one and to get together a little, I didn't mean to get ahead of your question though. I mean,
no, please.
I had all this music kind of around. I mean, I still do. And I was kind of in my apartment after and kind of lonely in my apartment with all this kind of music around, thinking maybe I could put together a story and write a script and using some of these songs as inspiration for a movie about a guy that loves Los Angeles. And it just kind of, it gradually started. I didn't know anything about movie making. I knew that you could do it cheap with clip-on microphones and a good camera and kind of actor friends. And I worked in several restaurants, like, you know, as a delivery driver. So I knew a lot of actors. I knew I had access to people that were interested too. And so I thought, yeah, for lack of a better word, I thought it would be fun to write a story and using my music. And for some reason I decided to put myself in it. And I don't know. I get, yeah, it was fun.
They're both incredible films. I gotta say.
Thank you.
Really incredible. Your acting is amazing in it. I mean, it's you know, it's like it's almost like Seinfeld. It's like, you know, you're playing yourself in a way.
Yeah,
it's like you're
definitely.
You know how like Seinfeld's not playing someone else. He's almost, he's just being himself in a show.
Yeah.
And the other cast are, they're kind of, character actors, but
exactly.
And I love that. I love that about your role in the film and your music. Just, when I first saw the film, I absolutely loved it. I love the trailer. It made me so hungry to see the film. And then when I finally saw the film, I absolutely loved it.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just, speaking with you about this is because this applies so much to people out there who are waiting for their big break, waiting for their moment. You said, to hell with that. I'm going to create my own moment. I'm not waiting for someone else's acceptance.
Right.
Like you did it yourself. And that's the best way to do anything. Like if you're waiting to get invited to a party, you might be waiting a long time, no matter how good you are.
Exactly.
But if you have your own party, then people will start going, oh, you hear the noise over there? What's going on? Sound like they're having a good time, right? So like you made your splash.
That's exactly what it was. Nobody was gonna find out nobody was really paying attention necessarily to my music. Nobody was going to hire me to write a movie. I had never written a movie, or direct a movie. So I just did it. Part of my restlessness at that point, and I'm restless a lot. It was just, well, let's just make it happen. Let's just do it now. So I'll do all the work as much as I can. I never wrote a script, but I took some online class. I read some books, and then I watched so many movies, and I copy the movie scenes. And then I kind of thought, well, I'd write some funny lines here and there. And I spent a few months on the script, and then a few months, my whole life was devoted into making this, the first movie at least, and figuring out how to budget the movie, I had a lot of help. But mostly in the beginning, it was just me in my room, just kind of figuring out how can we put the movie together? How many days can we shoot? Doing things that nobody really wants to do. But I was like, well, so I made my own party. I'm going to invite this person.
That's amazing. I love that. I love the fact that you did that, and it should inspire. Like, even the clients at Performing Arts, when we talk to them about these things, like, sitting on the couch every day, no one's going to knock on your door going,
exactly.
Hi, I'm the president of Mercury Records. Do you want a record deal? Like, no one does that.
No one does that. Yeah.
If you're waiting for some special, thing to happen, to seize the part open, like that's never going to happen.
Exactly.
So not only did you accomplish that, but you won awards, you went all around, you won independent film, things. And that is amazing. You wanted your music placed in a film. So you made a film,
mm-hmm.
which is incredible, right? All right, I want my music in a movie. So I'll write a movie and film a movie and direct it and then star in it and then put my music in it. And then you get all this great attention.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, and it was so exciting. And writing it was a lot of fun. Filming it was really hard, but then editing it was so much fun because I knew how to edit movies, and I had editing software. So there were a lot of things that saved a lot of money. So I just would have to pay the crew. But all the pre-production and post-production, most of the post-production I could do myself with, I didn't have to hire a composer or an editor. So it was more just like we needed a budget, and we started a Kickstarter campaign, and we just needed a budget just to film for 20 days or so, that first movie, just to pay everybody, every day to work there. But I knew that I could take care of everything, or mostly everything, pre-production and post-production. So the really fun part of that was editing it and putting the music in. And I knew that if a scene wasn't going to work, or if my acting was terrible, I could fade in and use my music here and there. And I had confidence in my music. Everything else I didn't yet because I was so new to it, but I was just like, just let yourself be vulnerable. That's good. And so after it was done, it was a really great experience. And yeah, we went to tons of festivals and we won several awards, and it was really a fun. Yeah, it was a life-changing experience. And it's,
Oh my God.
and very quickly there was an opportunity to do another movie about a year later, and so I had another script ready, and we did it again, and used some of the same people, and it was just as much fun. And the festival circuit was really fun to go around and doing, and it was yeah, I mean, it changed my life for forever.
And yeah, not just once, twice. Like you
Yeah.
you hit it with two great films.
Oh,
really
thanks.
amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing.
I know I'm talented, maybe a little bit, but I guess with talent comes suffering. And, but I know I'm not ordinary. I know I'm special, but I don't mean like in a smart way. I mean, I'm smart, but not like in a, a gifted way. I'm semi-gifted, but not really in a smart or talented way.
I have a project I'm developing and I need a good writer, someone fresh. You fresh?
Don't let him intimidate you.
I got a book I want you to adapt into a screenplay. You'll be getting $100,000 total with $50,000 up front.
To be honest, I hate this book. This guy, Arthur Crump, is coming over tonight.
Who's that?
The author.
I know a lot of people in Hollywood and off the 101 freeway.
Meanwhile, Cassandra's loving it out here.
God, I'm sorry if I'm growing and trying to adapt to our new home here. This is Matt. Remember that guy from my class who's an actor? He was in that toothpaste commercial?
Mouthwash.
And she has this friend, Kirsten, who's very annoying and has put this superficial vibe into her.
I've been acting since I was like 2.
You're not an actress? I mean, very beautiful, but I mean that in the most non-threatening, honest way.
I think you need a manager. All Scorpios in this town need managers.
Everyone's like family in there.
Did you even read the ending of the book?
Yeah, I did. I mean, the mom dies. I get it.
Although I love what you have, I just don't think you've found the tone yet, really. Not even close, but it's really good.
If I can be honest, I'm miserable beyond belief. I have nightmares every night.
I'm reluctant to say, but I think you may need to be on medication.
It's something completely different.
You like the other stuff that I had?
Yeah, we liked the first half.
I saw drowsiness as a possible side effect, but nothing that said may cause loss of talent.
You wanted to be a writer in Hollywood and now you're becoming one. What part of that doesn't make you happy?
I guess I just wish I was happier.
Guy, we weren't put on this earth to be happy.
Everyone here is so self-obsessed, especially me.
Have they started casting it yet? Can you get me an audition?
I just wanted to say that I get how this character is.
This was supposed to be my way into show business, I'm an award winner.
Look, none of the other filmmakers showed up. We had to give it to somebody.
He's gonna get us into the business.
I'm not even in the business, so let's just everybody calm down. What if I'm no good anymore? I just can't live like that. I can't live with being mediocre.
That's why your story to me is so important, because I really think that here's a guy, you're such a talented guy, but you're so humble, and you have such, and you were trying to make your way in this crazy business that we've all love, and we all we all love, and it's tough. It's a tough dog eat dog. It can be dog eat dog, and very no one cares about your feelings, and they'll just tell you the truth. Just spit it out, which is why you and I a lot of times have to tell the clients, no one's going to care about your feelings, or you're not going to get a gold star today just because you showed up. You got to do way more than just show up. It's and your story just is so it is what every every either entrepreneur or even an artist should listen to this, because you made it happen. You're making it happen. You write music every single day. You have music on every music platform, which is amazing. From iTunes to everything else. The music that you've composed, even in the shows that we have done for performing arts, is incredible. Stellar stuff, amazing, just beautiful stuff. And like I said, a lot of times as a musician, I'm in awe listening to like some of your, you know, like listening to your music feels like I'm getting inside your mind, and it's just amazing. Like your mind,
Thank you.
I love your mind, and I love how it works. And
thank you.
I just love your spirit of who you are as a human being and as a musician. So like you have the best of each thing. And I just really thought it should be, you know, a lot of the people, you know, I hope this is a platform for you, for people to get to know you and you know, what you bring, not only to performing arts, but just bring as a musician, as a person, as a friend. You bring all those, you know, you have all your qualities are just all positive and plus, you know. So, and I thought the clients should, not just clients, but everyone, and anyone who stumbles upon these YouTube videos, whether they're clients or just people randomly looking around or whatever, can listen to this and learn from you, and learn from your your adventures, your trials and tribulations, your like, you know, I just read this the other day, like there are no failures, they're only learning, like, you know, they're learning lessons, life lessons. There's not failures. Like if you start to look at them as those instead of failures, because everything in life is a lesson. Like whether it, you know, whether you know, you sell one CD or you sell, you know, 1 trillion CDs, or, you know, I mean, people don't sell CDs anymore, really.
Yeah.
But, you know,
No,
downloads or
totally.
you know, sales, you know. So,
yeah. And there were a lot of people that didn't like the movies. That I heard a lot of negative. I mean, that's just part of, I just had to be secure in what I thought was good work. And that's all I could do was just try to not, you know, just try to keep doing good work. And I had such a strong support system with my family and with Bonnie and just with people that supported me. And if you have that if you're lucky enough to have that foundation that gives people the you know, confidence in you, then you can kind of say, well, I can go out in the world and if I'm hurt, and you will be hurt, everyone gets hurt, you just keep pushing forward and that's been just, well, if I failed on this one, then I'm going to do better the next time. If no one liked this movie, I have another movie lined up. Maybe maybe you'll like this one. If not, at least I just want to keep working and writing.
Yeah.
And that's all I want to do. And so, and if you keep just doing it, then you won't get caught up in, you know, just, I don't know. I just want to keep moving forward. But you and John have been so influential in just in the few years I've known you guys. You guys have been so supportive and like, just, I learned so much from you and John. I mean, you guys have an amazing musical ear. And I think we bring so many different flavors to the studio and so many different strengths that like, it's just,
I know. I love playing with you.